Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to Be Determined. In today's video, we're going to talk about the brand new update to Bazaar, as well as how to prepare for Finnegan being mayor with his brand new perk tomorrow. So if you guys enjoy, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump into it. So we're going to start off by talking about the changes to Bazaar. Basically, they changed a lot of stuff to assist with overbids and market manipulation prevention. For this example, we're going to use Soul Flow. So basically, you can see if you go to buy instantly and buy one, it says over the last 7 days, players paid an average of 481 coins for this item. So it now keeps the average of the last 7 days for the price of the item and is going to base it off of that. If you try to buy something for over 2 times the price that it normally goes for, then it's going to pop up with this screen. And as you can see, when I go to buy one, it doesn't let me buy for 5 seconds down here at the bottom. Once that fills up, we can click to confirm that we want to buy it, and then this alert won't pop up for 5 minutes. So if I go to buy another one, it's just going to instantly let me buy it. But the same thing goes for Feather Falling 6. So if I go to create or instantly sell this item for 1.1 coin, it's going to let me know that the item's average price was 200k, which definitely isn't right. It's a little bit buggy right now, but after it's been out for a week, I'm sure it'll be a bit more accurate. Anyways, if you try to sell an item for a lot less than it generally goes for, then it's going to pop up with this screen as well. But it's the same thing where if you click it once, then this warning will not show up for the next 5 minutes. So kind of if you're bulk selling something and you think that the price is okay in spite of this warning, then you don't have to worry about this popping up every single time you try to sell it. As long as you're selling it within the next 5 minutes, the warning will only pop up that one time. So we go ahead and sell that, and then if I were to sell another one, it's going to be the same thing where the menu doesn't pop up. So that's the main stuff with the Bazaar. The rest of it is kind of bug fixes, and we're going to talk a little bit about the mayors, which had a few bugs go around. Basically, if you were here at the start of this election, then you would have noticed that the election votes were hidden. As you can see right now, they are no longer hidden. But also you'll notice that Diana is winning the election. Well, according to the mayor patch notes, if someone was just elected minister, they're not supposed to run for election until 2 elections afterward. So basically, Diana should not be an option to vote for. But as you can see, she clearly is. And she's winning by a mile over Finnegan. But they have not fixed this bug. They said they'll fix it in the near future. For now, I think it's okay. But as you can see, seeing as Diana's getting elected soon, she is going to have the Sharing is Caring perk, which is her 4th new perk. It unlocks 2 more EXP share slots in your pets menu. So if you haven't checked your EXP share stuff yet, you can do /pet and go to the top right here at the EXP sharing section. Make sure to put 2 extra pets in here. Your first section, you should already have something in, hopefully, that has been EXP sharing for the last week or so. But you can go ahead and put 2 in here, and the minute that Diana gets elected, these 2 slots will be enabled, and you'll be loot sharing or EXP sharing on 3 different pets instead of just 1. But honestly, this isn't the most exciting part about this election. What's really exciting to me is Finnegan getting elected as minister. He's currently at 21% of the votes, whereas the 3rd place candidate, Paul, is at 8.7%, so pretty certain Finnegan's going to get elected as minister. But you will notice he has 2 new perks, which is Pest Eradicator and Blooming Business. Now, the star perk in this lobby is Pest Eradicator. The duration of Pest Hunter Phillips' farming fortune bonus is now 60 minutes instead of 30, and pests are now 4 times more likely to spawn in sprayed plots. You'll notice I said in this lobby because it is kind of buggy. Well, now I just swapped to a brand new lobby, and we look in here. Now the minister perk is Blooming Business, where all garden visitors reward fine flour and 10% copper for accepting offers. Invites 5 unique visitors to your garden and makes higher rarity visitors 20% more likely to show up. So it's currently a little bit buggy here as well. Some lobbies it says that Blooming Business is going to be the perk that he gets. Other lobbies it says Pest Eradicator is going to be his perk. So we're not really going to know until tomorrow when the election is over. And hopefully then it doesn't have any visual bugs or anything. But both of these perks are going to be super fun to play around with. Personally, I am really excited for the Blooming Business perk because 5 unique visitors means that there's going to be a new unique visitor milestone that people will be able to reach for SkyBlock XP. Plus that extra fine flour and 10% copper is going to be nice. The fine flour is basically the same as exportable carrots, but for wheat, so it's a little bit different. But you got to bring 3,000 of those to Carolyn to get the extra wheat fortune. But that 10% copper is going to be really nice as well. But again, it also makes rare visitors 20% more likely to show up. So hopefully I'll finally get a spaceman if this is the perk that he has. If it's not, Pest Eradicator is also pretty good. Basically, it makes your farming fortune from the vacuum fortune bonus, it's going to last 60 minutes. It normally lasts 30. So if you have a ton of pests saved up in your vacuum, like me for instance with 1753 pests, you're going to have an amazing time if you are grinding crop milestones. Now the pests are 4 times more likely to spawn in sprayed plots may not be the best thing. I think that doesn't mean they're going to spawn more often. It just means that when they do spawn, if you have a spray down, then they're more likely to spawn there. But this perk is going to be really insane for any time that you're trying to max out crop milestones. It's going to be so much better than any other perk. So either of these perks will be good for SkyBlock XP, at least for me personally. But again, the one that has the most content is going to be Blooming Business. So really hoping Blooming Business is the one that gets chosen, but seeing as it's pretty buggy right now, we're not really going to know until tomorrow. You may have noticed a couple other changes, especially if you wear a Mender's crown frequently. As you can see, these are the old Mender's helmets here at the top, and these down here are their new skins. So they changed the skins. They look a lot cooler now for sure. As you can see, they got some pretty nice drip all the way around. I really like the green and the gold. That goes together pretty well. But this is just a default skin change, so it's not like a new skin that you have to buy or anything. It's just a brand new look for the skin default. Now again, there's a ton of other bug fixes and things, the majority of which are just with typos and small little things that don't really change the majority or meta of any part of the game. But one thing I thought was pretty cool, if you look into your SkyBlock levels menu and go to skill related tasks, fishing, and then trophy fish, they have changed this up a little bit. So now let's say you fished for 7 fly fish, and on your 7th one you caught 3 bronzes, 3 silvers, and a diamond, but you didn't get a gold. It doesn't matter, since you got that diamond, you can skip the gold. It's going to give you the XP for the gold, and it's going to count for it as well at Odger. This didn't used to be the case. It would count for it at Odger, but it wouldn't give you the SkyBlock XP for catching the gold. But now if you've caught a diamond and you haven't caught the gold of that, or if you've caught a gold and you haven't caught the silver, or if you've caught a silver and haven't caught the bronze, it doesn't matter. It's going to give you the SkyBlock XP for it no matter what, which is really, really nice. Small niche change for a lot of us, but it is pretty helpful. Also, if you're into mining, they did update the compact perk on all items. So basically, it used to be to get compact levels, you would have to mine actual ores. Gemstones wouldn't count, but now gemstones will count towards increasing your compact level. But if the compact procs on gemstones, it still doesn't do anything. It just means that if you're mining gemstones and you have compact 1, it's still going to level it up. Small change, but again, pretty helpful. Final thing that they changed that I want to focus on is within the pets menu. Basically, for auto pet rules, there used to be a problem with the boss spawn rules not working in master mode. So if you set up something for, let's say, when Necron spawn, if you were doing this on M7, this pet rule would not work at all. But thankfully, they have updated it, so now it should work fine. That's pretty much everything big that they changed with this update. Again, there's a bunch of small things that were changed, but the majority of them are with typos and things like that, so nothing super huge that's game changing other than what I talked about. But just in case you want to read everything, I'm going to put the link to the patch notes in the description, which is right below the like and subscribe buttons, by the way. You should press those, please. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day, and God bless.